Tweed Homes, supporting the community as main sponsors of Peebles Rugby Club. Visit our website, tweedhomes.co.uk.
Today, Scottish Rugby Television is in the Borders. We're at the Gytes, home of Peebles Rugby Club, for the Scottish Hydroelectric Premier 3 clash between Peebles and Ardrossan Accies. Ardrossan are newcomers to Premier 3, but they've won their first two games with maximum points. They sit top of the table. Peebles come into this one having won one and lost one. It's going to be a close one here this afternoon. Home advantage might count, but Ardrossan have got an awful lot to play for.
But the Peebles side on their own ground, always a very, very difficult side to beat, and from the start they had Ardrossan under a lot of pressure, giving them no time on the ball at all. Quick to the contact area, the ball out there to Craig Borthwick. Borthwick taking the ball up to the 22, the forwards piling in there, and a wee dip by scrum half Drew Moore. He's been a long time servant of the Peebles club, and he's getting his forwards organised there. Out to Donald Anderson, holding the ball up, trying to create the wee gap, but the Ardrossan defence still looking pretty solid. Dougie Tyler there, putting in the tackle and then lurking at the back, but Peebles showing a lot of patience, holding on to the ball. Donald Sangster driving forward there. Drew Moore out to fullback Neil Hogarth, just sensing a gap, but finding it closed off again by the Ardrossan defence. And well, that was a chance, but Tony Finnegan putting in the crucial tackle. Anderson sensing a gap again, but still the Ardrossan defence organised, disciplined, solid, and Dougie Tyler putting in a big hit there on Neil Hogarth, but Hogarth bouncing off, taking the ball forward almost to the line, and then a big Peebles shunt on Ardrossan ball, squirts out straight to Drew Moore, and the scrum half put wing Craig Hunter scampering into the corner for the opening try after 16 minutes. Ardrossan were under the cosh for the next 10 minutes, and from a scrum right on their line, pick up by number 8 David Payton. Lovely ball out to Donald Anderson, and beautiful sidestep off his right foot inside Alan Wilson, and over for a sweet, sweet try right under the posts. Standoff, no problem converting his own try, taking Peebles to 12 points to 0 after 28 minutes. And Ardrossan held out until almost half time, but then in the 37th minute it was hooker Ryan McConnell who rumbled over in the corner for try number 3 for Peebles. My goodness, look at this smile on his face. Hookers enjoy scoring tries, don't they? And even as the first half went into injury time, Peebles kept up the pressure. Wee dip there by Alan Smiley, taken out by Brian Henry, but the ball still alive. This time Craig Borthwick taking play deep into the Ardrossan red zone. Ryan McConnell desperate for another try, but a wee dunt forward there, and half time. The referee Cammy Rudkin.
Tweed Homes, supporting the community as main sponsors of Peebles Rugby Club. Visit our website, tweedhomes.co.uk.
Into the second half, and Ardrossan desperate to get points on the board, but Peebles still keeping possession, still with a bit of momentum going there, although Donald Anderson taken out by his opposite number. The ball switched out to Trevor Keane, and a loose pass there, but still Peebles retaining possession, still playing with a fair bit of patience, building up the phases, making the yards. Neil Cruikshank driving in there, and then into midfield looking for some space for the big men, but Well, credit to Ardrossan, the defence is holding, but it's all starting to get a wee bit scrappy there. Neil Bailey up against Trevor Keane, no winners, and finally with the play getting very, very scrappy indeed. Diving in, said referee Cammy Rudkin. Alan Wilson, the chance to put Ardrossan on the board, and what a kick! Well, that must have been all of 45, 48 yards, and the Ardrossan standoff getting the visitors on the board for the first time. Peebles though, all the possession, most of the territory. Drew Moore digging in there again for the ball. Cruikshank, Trevor Keane, Ross McNish all getting over that ball, but that was a turnover for Ardrossan. Downfield by Alan Wilson, but really no pressure on the Peebles defence. Dale Clancy taking the ball up almost to halfway. So really no gain for Ardrossan out of that one. But whoops, a nasty one there. And well, that's what you're up against. When it ain't going for you, it ain't going for you. And that clearance kick straight down the throat of Adam Clark. And the prop popping it up to Donald Sangster. And as a result of all that, penalty to Peebles right in front of the posts. No problem for Donald Anderson as the game was coming up to the final quarter. 20 points to 3. Peebles ahead and very much on top. Most of the territory, most of the possession, and that try just showed the power as the Peebles scrum thundered over for number 8 David Payton to get the touchdown, for Anderson to again add the conversion. And Peebles now comfortably ahead, happy to run the clock down. That kick knocked back in field by Darren Keane. Oh dear, an awful fumble there, and in goes number 18 Neil Cruikshank. No big celebration there. He probably did all his celebrating in the Stade de France last Wednesday night when he saw James McFadden put Scotland 1-0 ahead against France. Well, that was almost the final play. Ardrossan still showing a lot of character, a lot of courage. And Neil Bailey's wee grubber kick through there. Oh, well picked up there and cleared by Callum Farmer. And Peebles running the clock down now. Absolutely no worries about the result. Just intent on preventing Ardrossan getting another score. And as the game went into the final seconds, Peebles ended up exactly as they had been for most of the game. In possession and inside Ardrossan's half. A hard lesson for Ardrossan. A good win for Peebles, who moved to third in the table.
I was very pleased. I think we dominated the game right from the start, and unlike last week, we kept going at it. Very, very good second half. We played a controlled game, scored a couple of good tries, and I was pleased with everybody really. And their substitutes came on to great effect. No, it was very, very pleasing.
The Tweed Homes Man of the Match award went to Neil Hogarth, handed over by Andy Pearson, Managing Director of Peebles' main sponsors, Tweed Homes. In the first ever meeting between the two clubs, Peebles take the honours. Ardrossan will be all out to make amends at Memorial Field. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at the Gytes.
Tweed Homes, supporting the community as main sponsors of Peebles Rugby Club. Visit our website tweedhomes.co.uk.